Good morning. I am Yasen Akalgaonkar from Yogeshwari Mahavidyalaya, Ambazogai. Today we are going to study the chapter Thermal Expansion. In this chapter, today we are going to study the term that is specific heat capacity. What is meant by specific heat capacity? Specific heat capacity or specific heat of a substance is defined as the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of unit mass of substance through 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. So let us find out the expression for specific heat capacity. For that purpose, let us consider the amount of heat Q. Q be the amount of heat which is required to change the temperature of a substance. It is directly proportional to the mass of a substance M, and the amount of heat Q required to rise the temperature of the substance, it depends upon, or it is proportional to the change in temperature of a substance. So here we can say that the Q, that is the amount of heat, is directly proportional to the mass of a substance. The amount of heat is directly proportional to the change in temperature of a substance, which is represented by delta T. So we have here Q is proportional to M and Q is proportional to delta T. So from these two expressions, by equating, we can write here Q is proportional to M into delta T. If you want to remove the proportionality sign, we have to introduce one proportionality constant. So here we can write Q equal to C into M into delta T. So the proportionality constant which we have introduced here, this proportionality constant C is called the specific heat or specific heat capacity of substance. Now from these expressions we can write C equal to Q upon M into delta T. Here we have this expression C equal to Q upon M into delta T. Now if we consider the mass of a substance, that is, if M equal to 1 kilogram, if M equal to 1 kilogram and delta T equal to 1 degree Celsius, then what we have, if you substitute this value, M equal to, the mass of a substance is 1 kilogram and delta T is 1 degree Celsius. So we have the relations M equal to 1 and delta T equal to 1. So we have relations, the C is equal to Q. So we have C equal to Q. These things you have to remember here. So what is the specific heat capacity? So here we can say that the specific heat capacity means what? The specific heat of a substance is defined as the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of unit mass of substance through 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. Now let us see the units of specific heat capacity. SI unit SI unit of specific heat is, here we can write joule per kilogram per degree Celsius, joule per kg per degree Celsius. So this is the SI unit of specific heat capacity. Now the CGS unit of specific heat, CGS unit of a specific heat it is joule, or simply here we can say that the CGS unit is calorie per gram per degree Celsius, calorie per gram per degree Celsius. So these two units, SI unit and CGS unit of specific heat capacity, you have to remember here. Now let us take one example, the specific heat capacity of water. Specific heat capacity of water is equal to 4.2 joule per Kelvin per degree Celsius. So it is 4.2 joule per Kelvin per kg per kilogram per degree Celsius. So these things you have to remember here, that the specific heat capacity of water is 4.2 joule per kilogram per degree Celsius. So these things you have to, these three things you have to remember, that SI unit is joule per kilogram per degree Celsius, CGS unit of specific heat is calorie per gram per degree Celsius, and example, specific heat capacity of water is 4.2 joule per kilogram per degree Celsius. So what this means? So this means that the 4.2 joule of energy must be added to the 1 kilogram of water to rise its temperature by 1 degree Celsius. So this example you have to remember here. Now we are going to study in the case of gases. So the terms which we are going to study, the first term, that is the specific heat of gas at constant volume. So let us study about So in the case of gases, we are going to study the first term, that is specific heat of gas at constant volume. It is represented by C suffix V. This is the specific heat of gas at a constant volume, that is represented by CV. So what is meant by the specific heat of gas at a constant volume? So see here, if we consider the unit mass of a gas, then specific heat, it is also called the principal specific heat. So in this case we are going to consider the unit mass of a gas. When we are considering the unit mass of gas, then this specific heat is also known as the principal specific heat. So here let us study about this first term, specific heat of gas at a constant volume. So specific heat of a gas at a constant volume is defined as the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of unit mass of gas through 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin when its volume is kept constant. So in this case the volume is kept constant and the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of unit mass of a gas through 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin when its volume is kept constant, it is called the specific heat of gas at a constant volume. Now the second term, that is specific heat of a gas at a constant pressure. So let us study about the second term, that is specific heat of gas at a constant pressure, and it is represented as C suffix P, C suffix P, Cp. So specific heat of a gas at a constant pressure is defined as the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of unit mass of gas through 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin when its pressure is kept constant. That is called the specific heat of gas at a constant pressure. These two terms you have to remember, that Cv and Cp. Now instead of the unit mass of a gas, if we consider the 1 mole of gas, when the 1 mole of gas is considered, then the specific heat are called molar specific heat. So the next term which we are going to study, that is called the molar specific heat of a gas at a constant volume and at a constant pressure. So first term we are going to study, that is molar specific heat of gas at constant volume. So this molar specific heat of a gas at a constant volume is represented by capital C suffix V. It is represented by capital C suffix V. So what is the molar specific heat of a gas at a constant volume? So molar specific heat of a gas at a constant volume is defined as the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 mole of a gas through 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin when its volume is kept constant. These things you have to remember regarding the molar specific heat of a gas at a constant volume. Now the next term, that is molar specific heat, molar specific heat of gas, the molar specific heat of gas at a constant pressure, at constant pressure. This is represented by letter capital C suffix P. It is represented by Cp. So this is the molar specific heat of a gas at a constant pressure. Molar specific heat of a gas at a constant pressure is defined as the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 mole of a gas through 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin when its pressure is kept constant. So this term you have to remember here. Now let us see what is the relations between molar specific heat and principal specific heat. So what is the relationship between the molar specific heat and principal specific heat? So here you have to remember that the molar specific heat is equal to molecular weight multiplied by principal specific heat. Principal specific heat. So this is the relationship between the molar specific heat and principal specific heat. So you have to remember here that the molar specific heat is equal to molecular weight into principal specific heat. So we have relation here that Cp, this is the capital Cp, which is equal to molecular weight, it is represented by m, into principal specific heat, it is small c into P. And another relations we have here, Cv equal to capital Cv equal to molecular weight, that is m, into Cv. So these two relations you have to remember here regarding the molar specific heat and principal specific heat. So this is all about the specific heat capacity. Now the next article which we are going to study, that is calorimetry.